Dear students, last class we discussed about conservation of linear momentum. That is, when an external force acting on the system vanishes, its total linear momentum is a conserved quantity. This is known as the law of conservation of linear momentum. Here, with the help of law of conservation of linear momentum, we are deriving the theory of a rocket. So this is a diagram of a rocket. Inside the rocket, there are two parts, the mass of the rocket and the gas or the fuel of the rocket. So the total mass of the rocket includes the mass of the rocket and mass of the fuel. So we can call this as a system. So in the case of a rocket, what happened when the gas burned inside? When the gas is burned and it is pushed down through the nozzles, due to this gas have a high velocity and a mass. As a result, it have a momentum, and this mass is ejected through the nozzle with a large momentum. As a result, the rocket is pushed up in order to conserve the law of conservation of linear momentum. So, the nozzle and the rocket is set up in such a way that the velocity of the gas ejected through the nozzle, or the rate of ejection of gas, is a constant through the nozzle. So a constant mass in unit time is ejected through the nozzle. Okay, suppose dmg is the mass of the gas ejected at a time interval dt, and suppose this at time t, when we consider the rocket as a system, it have a mass m and this velocity v. In this mass, there are two parts. Actually, it includes mass of the rocket and mass of the gas. Suppose after a dt time interval, dmg amount of gas is ejected through the nozzle. So what happened to the total mass of this rocket? It is decreases from m to m minus dmg. And suppose v is the velocity of the rocket at any instant of time, then what happened to its velocity after a time dt? In dt time, dmg amount of gas is ejected through the nozzle. So, as a result of that, its velocity increases, because when mass decreases, its velocity increases, and also its velocity become v plus dv. dv is the small amount in the amount, dv is the small amount in the increase of velocity. So if v is the initial velocity and m is the initial mass of the rocket, after dt time its mass decreases to m minus dm, and its velocity increases from v2 to v plus dv. So when we treat the theory of rocket as at any instant t, it has a mass and and a velocity v. So this is a rocket is treated as a system. After dt time, its mass decreases. The mass in the rocket is through is gone out through the nozzles with a velocity u with respect to the rocket. Okay. As a result, after dt time interval, this systems include this rocket and a gas. These two parts constitute the system, the rocket and the gas ejected. dmg amount of gas ejected during the time interval dt. So when we examine the system containing rocket and the gas, rocket have a mass m minus dmg and velocity v plus dv, and this ejected gas has a mass dmg which is in the downward direction and have a velocity that is normally velocity of the ejected gas is u. Okay, so before dt time or at the time of our observation, we know that the force acting on the system is equal to mass into acceleration. As time goes on, its mass of the rocket decreases. As a result, its acceleration increases, but the force acting on the system remains constant. So let us examine how we can derive an expression for the velocity of the rocket changes with the change in mass. Suppose the instantaneous mass of the system is m. Here m is mass of the rocket plus the gas, the mass of the fuel within the rocket. So in the term m, there include two terms, that is mass of the rocket and the mass of the fuel. We suppose the instantaneous velocity of the rocket is v. So when we examine the system the initial momentum of the system is m into v, where m is instantaneous mass of the system and v is the velocity of the system. After the time interval dt, a dmg amount of gas is ejected. The velocity of the rocket is v with respect to an inertial frame. Inertial frame means we are observing the velocity of the rocket from a laboratory situated in the earth. Okay, suppose u is the mass of the gas ejected through the nozzles. So its velocity with respect to this rocket is v minus u, because u is in the negative direction with respect to v. So the velocity of the gas with respect to rocket is v minus u. Okay, after ejection of dm amount of gas, the final momentum of the system is equal to momentum of the rocket plus momentum of the gas ejected. So this is the final momentum of the system. This includes two terms, the momentum of the rocket plus the momentum of the gas ejected. So momentum of the rocket is momentum is equal to m into v. Here m is, after the time interval, the m become mass of the rocket become m minus dmg, and its velocity increases from v to v plus dv. So m minus dmg into v plus dv is the momentum of the rocket. And what is the momentum of the gas? Its mass is dmg into v plus dv minus u, because the velocity with which the gas ejected through the nozzle is a constant, that is u, but its velocity with respect to rocket is v minus u. Okay, So here we are calculating the velocity with respect to momentum with respect to rocket, or we can so we have to calculate its velocity with respect to rocket. So after dt time, the velocity of the rocket is changes from v to v plus dv. So what will be the velocity of the gas with respect to rocket? It is v plus dv minus u. So the total momentum of the gas is equal to dmg into v plus dv minus u. So when we when we calculate this, you will get m into v plus m into dv minus dmg into v minus dmg into dv. So this minus dmg into dv. So when we do this calculation, you will get dmg into v, dmg into dv, dmg into dv minus dmg into u. Okay, so this dmg v get cancelled, dmg dv and dmg dv get cancelled. This 2 minus term and this is plus term, so it get cancelled. This is a minus term and this is a plus term. This will get cancelled. So the change in momentum is equal to final momentum minus initial momentum. So the final momentum minus initial momentum is, so the change in momentum, final moment, this is final momentum and initial momentum is nothing but mv. So final momentum is now mv plus mdv minus dmgu minus initial momentum is nothing but mv. So this mv and this mv get cancelled. So your answer is mdv minus dmg into u. Okay. So if the rocket is in the outer space, or it is away from the gravitational pull of the planet, so the total force acting on it is 0. So this change in momentum is equal to 0. Okay, this is in the case of a rocket which is moving in the outer space. So from this expression we can written as mdv is equal to minus dmg into or plus dmg into u. mdv is equal to dmg into u. Here mdv is equal to u into dmg, or dv is equal to u into dmg divided by m. Here dmg is the mass of the gas ejected. So when we compare this with dm, what is dm? dm is nothing but the decrease, is the amount of decrease in the mass of the rocket. Okay, m is the total mass of the rocket. After dt time, its mass become m, mass decreases. So how much amount the mass decreases? dmg amount. So this is equal to minus dm. So this is the decrease in the mass of the rocket. So we put a negative sign here. So we can write dv is equal to minus u into dm by m. dmg is written in terms of minus dm. So here there is a minus u into dm by m. Okay, so the velocity changes from vi initial value to final value. When we integrate this term, you will get v final minus v initial is equal to, when we integrate this term, you will get ln of m. So minus u into ln of final mass mf minus ln of mi. So vf minus vi is equal to, when this negative sign get inside the in the bracket, you will get u into ln of mi by mf. So this is the variation of velocity in the case of a rocket. Okay, vf is the final velocity, v is the initial velocity. So when the mass changes, its velocity also changes. So now let us examine what will be the variation of velocity of the rocket which is moving in the gravitational field. So the force acting on the rocket which is in the gravitational field is equal to mg. So we know that the rate of change of momentum, when we proceed as we did before, we will get a change in the rate of change of momentum is equal to mg. That is nothing but the force. Here this is the gravitational force. So this is dp by dt. Rate of change of momentum is nothing but dp by dt is equal to mg, or the change of momentum is equal to mg into dt. So that is nothing but the final momentum minus initial momentum is equal to mg into dt. So we know that what is the final momentum minus initial momentum. That is the final momentum of the rocket plus the momentum of the gas minus the initial momentum of the system. So mass is decreases, m minus dmg, and velocity increases, v plus dv, plus the momentum of the gas, that is dmg into v plus dv minus u minus mv. It is the initial momentum of the rocket, that is given by mg into dt. So when we do the calculations, you get mv plus mdv minus dmg into v plus dmg into dv. So there is a negative sign here, minus dmg by, this is minus dmg into v. This term is negative. There is a correction here. This is minus dmg into dv plus dmg into v okay, a term is missing here, that is minus dmg into dv here plus dmg dv here. So these are opposite sign, they get cancelled. Okay, and then dmg v minus dmg u minus mv. So this mv and mv get cancelled. So the final term will be mdv minus dmg into u, as we did in the earlier case, that is equal to mg into dt. So we know that dmg is equal to minus dm, that we already discussed. So you will get mdv plus dm into u is equal to mg into dt. So from this expression dv, when we divide all these terms with m, dv is equal to minus u into dm by m plus this m and the m get cancelled, g into dt. On integrating, we will get vf minus vi is equal to minus u into ln mf by mi plus g into t. So when integrating, dt become t, dm by m become ln of mf by mi. So suppose if initial velocity is equal to 0 and the final velocity is equal to, final mass is equal to m0, this term will become vf is equal to u into ln m0 by mi into gt. So this is the expression for the final velocity of the rocket in the gravitational field. So from this expression we can understand one thing: when it is in the outer space or it is away from the gravity, it does not depend upon the variation of velocity, does not depend upon the time. Okay, but here it depends upon the time interval dt. No, I mean time t. Okay, that is the difference. So this is very important relations, and it is a frequently asked question in your university examinations.